Now, we don't know what's more mesmerizing, Josh Giddey's no-look passes or his beautiful lock of hair, which have gotten him compared to actors like Timothée Chalamet. At just 20 years old, Giddey has already etched his name into the NBA record books and is seen as one of the best young guards in the game. So, let's take a look at Josh Giddey's lifestyle and net worth and see what historic feats he has already broken in the NBA. Number 8. Josh Giddey's early life. Now, if you didn't know who Giddey was, the last thing you'd expect him to be is a professional basketball player. That strong jawline and flowing wavy hair may seem more suitable for Hollywood than it does for the hardwood. But if you take a deeper look into his background, you'll soon realize that he was basically destined to be an athlete. The Australian-born star comes from a family of athletes. His father Warwick played professionally for the Melbourne Tigers, while his mother Kim also played for the Tigers in the Women's League. And the basketball genes didn't just go to Giddey. Even his sister Hannah played ball for the Oral Roberts Golden Eagles, and most recently for the Southern Nazarene University in Oklahoma. The Giddey family was just one person short of having an elite starting five, but still, 4 for 4, it's not too bad. We reckon all 4 gave the neighborhood kids a boatload of buckets. Number 7. How he started basketball. When you grow up in a family of athletes, it seems like you're raised to become one too. From the get-go, his parents did a good job of instilling the importance of having fun in young Giddey. We can imagine 4-year-old Giddey spending hours trying to perfect a no-look behind-the-back pass. He attended St. Kevin's College in Melbourne from year 7 to 10, and those 3 years really put him on the map in Australia. His excellent play earned him a reputation as one of Australia's top basketball prospects. He would go on to attend the NBA Global Academy to sharpen up his basketball skills while also attending UC Senior Secondary College, Lake Ginninderra. Now, all that really hard work came together during the Australian Under-18 Championships in April of 2019. There, he averaged 20, 8, and 6 and led the VIC Metro to the title. Once that year was over, Giddey decided it was time to test his skills against other professionals. Number 6. Time with the 36ers. When Giddey entered the Australian National Basketball League, he would often be referred to as Warwick's son, as his dad was an NBL champion and had his jersey retired by the team. But it wouldn't take long for Giddey to switch things up and have his pops be known as Josh's dad. Giddey signed with the Adelaide 36ers as part of their NBA Stars program, and he became the first Australian player to be part of the program. He would foreshadow things to come as he became the youngest Australian in NBL history to record a triple-double. He even had back-to-back triple-double games, making him the youngest NBL player to ever do so. After playing 28 games, Giddey would take a step back from competing so he could focus on the upcoming NBA draft. But in those 28 games, he had done enough to win the NBL Rookie of the Year trophy. Oklahoma City Thunder would pick Giddey with their 6th overall pick the following year. By making the big leagues, not only did Giddey accomplish his dream, but he also found himself negotiating deals with some big-time companies. Number 5. Various sponsorships. Now, we often talk about how difficult the road to the NBA is when you're not American, but we don't often mention the gold at the end of the rainbow if you can be one of the big stars for your home country. Guys like Giddey don't have much competition in terms of being the face of the NBA for their country. In fact, his only other competition would be Ben Simmons, and well, if anyone's watched any basketball these past couple of years, Ben Simmons' stock has been falling rapidly. Which brings us back to Josh Giddey and his Nike sponsorship deal. Nike was eager to get their hands on a young talent like Giddey and outbid Adidas for his services. Along with Nike, Giddey also had some food sponsors like the whole grain breakfast cereal Wheat Bix. Now, most of us who aren't from Australia might not realize how big this is, but it's basically the same as getting a Wheaties box deal. And during the crypto craze, Giddey became the first ever athlete to be sponsored by Crypto Gaming United. But seeing how volatile the crypto scene can be, we just hope Giddey got paid with some cold hard cash rather than bitcoins. Number 4. Social media presence. Now, we're not sure if Giddey always had an elite fashion sense or if his OKC teammate Shai Gilgeous-Alexander took him under his wing and showed him a thing or two about the fashion world. But either way, Giddey is one of the most fashionable players on Instagram. Nearly 430,000 followers are treated to fresh fits and model-like poses that belong on the runway. He also likes to share a few vacation pictures, and it is safe to say that the NBA life has been treating him well. Not to mention the subtle glimpses is of his Range Rover and BMW, so it seems like Giddey is slick both on and off the court. Speaking of which, let's take a look at what he has accomplished on the NBA hardwood. Number 3, career achievement. It didn't take long for Giddey to start adding his name to the NBA history books. On October 27th, Giddey recorded his first double-double, which put him behind LeBron James as the third youngest player to record at least 10 assists in a game. Anytime you do something that puts your name in the same sentence as all-time greats like LeBron James, well, then you know you're on the right path.
Josh Giddey's really good, man. I think he's going to continue to get better and better.
A couple of months later, he would become the second player in NBA history to record a scoreless double-double. Now, that might not be the first thing you want to bring up when bragging about your game, but hey, it is still one for the history books. What Giddey can brag about is being the youngest ever player to record a triple-double, which he did so against the Mavs in January 2022. Now, just think about that for a second. A kid from Melbourne, Australia holds such a prestigious record, and what's really insane about it is that it wasn't just a fluke thing that happened one time. If you look at the list, Giddey has the top 4 spots for the youngest NBA player to score a triple-double. He beat out players like LaMelo Ball and Luka Doncic, which just goes to show you how underrated Giddey really is. Now, Giddey would also be named the NBA Western Conference Rookie of the Month in January and in February, winning the award 4 consecutive times. He was the sole rookie to tally at least 500 points, 400 rebounds, and 300 assists, and he continued his elite play in his sophomore year where he joined the likes of Luka Doncic, Ben Simmons, and Grant Hill as the only players in NBA history to record at least 1,000 points, 700 rebounds, and 500 assists in their first 100 career games. So the future is nothing but bright for the young OKC star who is building a solid foundation alongside players like SGA, and soon enough he might start getting paid like his all-star teammate too. Number 2, NBA contracts. Now, there aren't many sport contracts that can rival the NBA. Players can make generational money in just a handful of years, and the way Giddey is playing, his great-great-grandchildren will thank him. Currently, he signed a 4-year, $27 million contract, all of which is guaranteed. Just imagine knowing that no matter what happens, you'll get $27 million over the next 4 years. No wonder some players decline after making the bag. But Giddey is only getting better. His annual average salary is $6.8 million, and soon enough he will be eligible for a rookie extension where he could net up to $205 million over a 5-year span. Number 1, his net worth. Although Giddey has a guaranteed salary of $27 million, he doesn't get that in one lump sum. Besides, there are plenty of other costs to factor in, and not to mention Uncle Sam, who will also be taking a large chunk. However, there is also the sponsorship money coming in, and if Giddey is smart, he'll soon have businesses and investments going too. But for now, we would estimate that his net worth is somewhere between $5 to $10 million. Figure that can explode if Giddey continues his dazzling play on the court. Now, if you enjoyed this video, then please give it a like and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Hit the little bell beside it so that you're notified the next time we upload a new video. And with that being said, you just watched the lifestyle and net worth of Josh Giddey. We'll see you next time.